Ha ha ha! Talk That Shit podcast. You know what it is?
Hey, this ain't that, bro.
Nah, homie. That ain't this.
Alright? That ain't this podcast. Y'all know what it is now. DJ, please stand up. My boy Ray Kitty. And your boy DJ, I don't know. Hey, back it up.
Y'all see how I did that shit? That nigga still pushing me.
That's perfect. Down there, nigga.
Oh,
that
You ain't said shit about me speaking low.
But you know that's
right now.
Well, now you want to talk
right
loud.
now.
Now you want to put your big boy voice.
If I want to holler, I can holler. It's
Well,
just,
nobody
I'm
needs
a
you to holler.
private slave.
Nobody needs you to holler.
All I'm saying
Just want
is,
you to use, yeah.
he said shit up.
Nacho, I'm in the basement
It's
scared
okay.
voice. That's all.
Insidious voice.
All I was saying.
Why you like that so much?
What, Insidious?
Yes.
My shit.
Oh.
Fucking goofy ass.
How? It's a good movie.
You
That make me a dork because it's a good movie.
You a goofy ass nigga. Dork.
Well, that's off top.
Right.
But how so
What do with the
for
movie?
how so for saying Insidious?
Wow, you been
I
recording
don't
this
have
whole
the same
time?
affinity for it as you do. That's
The
why.
same-
That was smart.
Because you're not funny like that.
No,
you
you're
like
funny.
You like mediocre
Okay.
with the.
Please.
No, we're not doing this.
With the
Let's
high.
not attack
I
each
won't
other's
do that.
strengths.
So the Insidious joke, I wouldn't expect you to get a better
Move
phone.
the phone up.
Move the phone up because you want to speak low like a little baby. What the fuck does that mean?
Speak like that.
You right.
You can hear me, don't you?
You
I gotta be like, huh, son? Huh, come
You
on.
speak like a
What did
grown-
you say? What'd you say, Ray? Get
a
it?
grown baby man.
There you go.
I didn't see it. A grown baby man.
All I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's
it's
your
your boy.
grown baby.
It's your boy. It's your boy Ray. Get it?
Your goofy ass.
My arms are long, boy.
All right, man.
Welcome back to another one.
Oh, get it then. Get it. Be my wingman. That's it?
Episode
Okay. 11.
11. It's his job to keep track of that shit.
Is it?
Off top. I'm not.
Okay.
I refuse.
Hey, when do we know when to go to the next season? Like the next year?
No, that's not. Is
Niggas
that how seasons work?
We don't have
Is
to
that
worry about
hold on? Is that how seasons work?
By years?
How many seasons come in a year? One.
One season. A year? Is what you're saying?
How many seasons?
No. Because it's no. Oh yeah, no. Because he's doing it wrong. He's doing it wrong. Because that's not how they do it.
How many different seasons? So it's 4 different seasons
right.
that happen a year.
No,
Right?
I'm saying.
So why would
It's
we have a
12 months,
whole
we get-
year of episodes before we like, all right,
Dog.
season 2?
Dog. So we supposed to do 12 fucking episodes?
I don't think it really matters for us.
It don't.
It does not
It don't.
matter,
But I'm
but
saying,
it's not a
I
whole
do want
year.
you to know, in some seasons that got like 119 episodes in that one
It's
season.
probably for 3 or 4 months out of the year because that's how long. That's how many seasons it is.
When we break and revamp.
You know what? I know how we gonna do it.
Somebody will drop something and they'll play the whole
We
screen.
usually do 2 podcasts a week, so we'll do it by that.
Okay, why don't we just do it every 3 months? It's a season.
Oh man.
Oh, you want to shorter
We
than
don't
that?
have to do seasons. It's a podcast.
We don't have to do seasons.
But it says season on my shit, on all the shit.
Like,
we got-
What you mean? It say season 1?
Season 2 tomorrow, y'all. Or in 10 minutes, I don't know.
It say season 1 and then an episode.
We just keep it up with episodes.
Is that what yeah, that's it. It's just episodes.
But I'm saying, we still gotta do seasons. We gotta have an archive of this shit so we can know how to do better.
That's why
Next
we-
season will
that's
be
why we-
better. Like that's how you
Let's
do
let,
it.
let's let our intros dictate when
We
something
number
is
the
changed.
episodes.
Like when we
Okay,
got.
so let's
like
have
when
a
we
goal
changed the-
of how many we feel like is a season. Just do that.
I mean, we can worry about that when it's relevant.
Hey, should podcasts have seasons? Because
They have it. That's how you show your growth. Hey, season 1 we kind of did this, we did that. Season 2 we got even better.
I feel like the people can decide that.
No, they don't decide that.
This is.
I mean, I feel like
this
they
ain't
can't.
That.
That ain't this.
That ain't this. Oh yeah.
Are you joking with me?
I hope he is.
I'm like, I stopped and said, everybody, that ain't this podcast. And he looked at me like, I ain't gotta tell me. But nah, he did that. But okay. So we all proved that that's the podcast name, right?
funny.
It was not. It
Well,
fucked me up.
we know that's a podcast name. Hey, real quick, just want to thank everybody for liking, not liking, subscribing, all of that. Shout out to everybody I was locked up with. You know, that's one of the reasons we played that song outside of the topics we had for today. Nigga got locked up.
DJ, please, you was locked up? Why?
Niggas was hating. But
turn the trick.
Say his edges was right. Say his edges was right.
Man, that nigga
His hair game is on fleek.
On fleek. Say that nigga edges was right. Say he doing this. He doing this and
Like,
shit.
you got bitches jealous out here.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I know you do.
I mean, I used to do that, but I done had rainbow hair. No. Oh, I had my shit. It would lay down, or I have it on the ponytail like the Cat Williams type of thing.
You had extensions though?
No. It was my hair.
Come on, just like we
That's
said
not his
Trina,
real hair.
You gotta.
I don't know.
That's what we making fun of.
I
We was
don't
talking
know
about
if
how
this is real hair.
all that can't be his.
but-
I mean, if it's real hair, cool. I'm not down with the rainbow shit.
You are American male. We don't do that here.
He Mexican American, so
Like, you got
Well,
that
that's
shit.
not a thing. Mexicans do.
Bro, you got that shit in a little
Hispanic, whatever.
In a
Is he
rainbow ponytail. That bitch green and three.
He look like Nicki
colors.
Minaj.
Man, that's what I'm trying to tell
He look
y'all.
like Nicki
no,
Minaj.
no. He looked better than Nicki Minaj when it comes to the hair game. The hair
His hair
game.
did.
he got it.
That's what I'm saying. The
That
hair.
nigga shit was lame.
And Fifi, that nigga shit was ever so like that shit looked pretty as fuck.
Yeah,
nigga.
he look like he do this once a day.
He do that about twice a day, nigga.
That shit crazy.
That nigga wild.
But I don't know how to rock with Akon after something like this. Now he already getting a bunch of backlash, so it ain't like I'm the only one that feels
Akon
it.
getting backlash?
Hell yeah, people like, why the fuck would you be working with him?
You
Like
gonna ask
you
the
a-
African man?
Yeah, you a super black nigga. This nigga put a crew of niggas behind bars that he operated with.
But
During this time, all
Yeah,
this,
get up in there.
all
Cause
this
we
black
get up there. I was
shit,
gonna say this when you get up in there.
all this black shit
That ain't
going
got
on.
shit to do with
I'm just saying, bro.
what they doing.
I mean, that was years ago, but I'm just saying to do it now in this with what's going on, it's like, why?
I mean, that ain't. I mean, look. I don't
You
know
looking
how
forward to
Akon-
the song?
Nah. Not
You looking forward to the song?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
That's what
to
you're
see
talking
how-
about. But
That's what we talking about.
the nigga
Message?
no, I'm looking for it because because I wanted you. It was your point. I thought you had a good point. But
Man, you start talking.
what nigga you wasn't getting?
I did just ask him.
You helped him?
No, I asked both of y'all the same question.
Oh, but no.
If y'all was looking forward to it.
I don't know.
I was curious because no.
We was more about the street code that I was telling him about what he was doing.
Yeah, he not
Street code.
Akon African, nigga. Like, he ain't from America. He's not like us type shit. Now, that's no offense to him. It's just really like he don't necessarily live by the same culture we do and shit. He just,
I fuck with that part. What about principles?
I mean, culture is principles. Like, if you
Okay,
don't come from where we come from, we don't expect you to think like we do. And Akon, nigga, he just started.
So you
a
get to
whole
participate in the crime
country in
and not do
Africa
the
type
time?
of- Look,
Because I
ain't
thought
nobody.
it was do the crime, do the
See,
time.
But you gotta understand, like, what make you think Akon is connected to that just because he talked about he was locked up? Like, that don't mean shit. Like, there's a lot of people been in jail, locked up for shit. Like, it just happens. Like, you get locked up and shit, but that don't mean you're about the culture. That don't mean you're about not snitching and telling no motherfuckers. That
Well, no,
don't
they
mean
said he insisted before that he would have did the same thing. And I'm like, I feel like he was speaking ignorantly. It's
like, why you think that? Like,
because
where do you think he comes
Akon seemed like a nigga that would not be participating in the antics. Like,
I mean,
he wouldn't be
you
sending out
think-
hits.
You look
check
at
this out.
him.
This
and
what-
he doesn't-
He does not come up
This is
with
what I think
But
my homie
it's
talking
what it
about. It's cultural differences. Like,
I'm with the culture
like,
differences part.
like in America, dog,
But what about-
we tip waiters.
what
Like
about
in a lot of
just
countries,
right
they
and
don't even
wrong?
do shit like that. So
what
I'm
about
just
just
saying,
right and wrong?
I mean, what's the
that
same
might,
right and wrong?
what was
here?
wrong?
Why
with that in his
does
life?
why does
why you
everybody
think-
else have to do time and not him?
Why do you think he
He
just
Why do you think-
participated in the
Because
same
he-
crime.
I'm saying,
They may have had more.
because he got everybody else.
Snitching is a
See what I'm
culture.
saying?
That's
Yeah,
what
like,
I'm saying.
yeah.
Gang
I ain't saying
culture.
it's-
So everybody can attest to that is wrong.
Well, that's the
It's
American
fine
justice
if you're
system,
not
though.
fucking around,
That's the American justice system, though.
but it's also fine if you're not participating in the antics.
Everywhere.
If you're not participating in the antics, then you good, nigga. But once you start participating
not
in
saying
the
he's
shit,
not guilty of
when you
anything.
become
We don't
what
have
you
to
were saying
argue.
earlier, the
We already-
mob boss,
We already
yeah.
talked about that. Like,
All we're saying
not
is
debating
the
that.
values that
It's
you are
just-
speaking of might not be the same
Akon not
values
that
that
same
they have.
So that's just a value that Americans have.
Don't let his
If
contributions
you
to
do
our
wrong,
Snitch culture might not be
Yeah,
such a
don't
big
let
thing
his
down there.
contributions to the hip hop.
Well, I would
culture
love to
make
know
you
about
think
that.
He a hood nigga.
I would love to know about
Not
that.
Akon
saying,
ain't no hood
not,
nigga.
not
You
saying
know,
that
It
Africans
may
are
not be
not
referred
gangsters.
to as snitching, but I would love to see the rest of the world's culture
But
on niggas
Akon,
telling.
Nigga,
Like,
that's
this is a
art,
thing?
that's art culture and shit. It's
Okay.
like, you think motherfuckers won't tell the police on the motherfuckers? Like, you got to have some kind
And
of
y'all think Australia cool with that down there? Y'all think they cool in the down under with some shit like that?
Isn't it
Over there in
ever
Ireland,
like,
y'all think they cool with some shit like
It
that?
may be some people who
isn't
are.
it some
Well, of
places
course,
ever
maybe some
feel like
people.
if you cheat on your wife, you go to jail and shit like that?
I don't know about that, but I know if you cheat on your husband, you might get something chopped off. Like,
Yeah, like it's something like that. Like they culture is way different. So snitching, that might be a thing down there. Like
They
I
may
done
cut
seen
your
Ooga
motherfucking shit
Ooga.
up. Wrestlers don't play it.
Yeah,
We know wrestlers don't
man,
play it. We've seen that in all kinds of
just because they
movies.
don't play it, don't mean it don't happen.
So, of course it happens.
Do it.
And that's
what's
Russian. We
happening.
didn't say we didn't.
I'm just
Kashi is
saying.
getting away
I don't
with
know
it.
enough about Africans
Kashi
yet
just got
to
away
say
with
that.
it publicly.
But I do know that nigga came over here and made all his money
You
off
feel me?
Americans. He didn't get paid all that money Akon is paid off his Africans. So nigga, you clearly fuck with America. So fuck with the culture.
I mean,
This nigga goes against the culture you made all your money off
it
of.
sound good. Yeah, I feel you. We agree.
Akon made money off of other shit. Dog.
I mean, period. But it's
Of course,
hip-hop
other
culture
shit, but
that
how
got
did he
away.
get to that
I'm
level?
saying not just black culture. His music reached
His
the
first
world.
song was Locked Up.
Like I said, I
Was that a
don't.
pop culture song?
I
to you?
don't expect
What?
him.
Locked Up.
No,
I don't
was-
expect-
He got lucky with like Lonely and the other shit.
That
He
was
found
Styles-
pop
no,
hits.
That was Styles' piece for Hot 100 to the world. Style, huh?
Well, okay.
Yeah, yeah. That was Style P's. No, nigga,
That was Akon's first song, is what I said. That was his
That's
That's
first
the
song.
first song you heard him on.
Well, that was his.
What's the first
big
song you heard him on?
That was Akon's first big song.
What was the first song you heard him on?
I'm saying.
No, answer my question. What
No.
was
We
the
going
first
by
song you heard?
culture, and we saying he
Yes,
been big.
so Locked Up is clearly a hip hop as fuck song. Did you hear the beat?
but you're saying, okay.
Is that a pop song to you?
But you saying
That sound like a pop
But you
song?
saying you
Sound like Taylor Swift about to
Okay,
come
but
on
what
the
I'm saying
track?
is you saying
Britney Spears
You-
or Christina
okay, you're
Aguilera?
telling Akon to preserve the hip hop world that he helped build, and he didn't. He probably had
I
one
didn't
song.
say help build. I
But
said
you're saying
the
that's where he
culture-
get his money
I
from.
said the culture where he made his money.
He partook in
Look,
it.
but
He made
that
money
ain't-
off the culture.
It's a lot of people do that. Though.
Right, like
He was
nigga. What's that
on
country
Jesus.
nigga that just
I'm
came
with
in?
that part, and that's the part
Not
I'm
Garth
disagreeing
Brooks. What's
with.
the other
That's
nigga?
what I'm saying.
That nigga who had that
I ain't
song
saying
that
he the only one.
country, that black boy. What was that? What was that?
Lil Nas X.
And Billy Ray Cyrus. He came into the culture real quick, did that song, and he back out. He don't owe us shit. That
He
what
made
the remix.
He made a country song. That's
But
fine.
I mean, you can't.
Akon
stop
made
fucking with
multiple
Akon
hip hop
because
hip hop
he just
hits.
showed
That's
he
what I'm telling
talking about
him.
that life.
I'm telling
He
him.
made
he
multiple
making that shit
hip-hop
like I'm
hits.
saying. I don't
Multiple
think,
hip-hop
I don't
hits,
think
nigga.
Akon just made his money off of hip hop music.
Son,
think he
I
made
didn't
pop
say
music.
only.
But that's how he
I
got
never said
popping,
only.
He got popping though.
I said
To the niggas though.
yes.
to
the-
everybody because of the shit.
It was-
he did.
it started with the
I think
niggas.
that he might have had some pop songs before
Man,
locked down. I mean, locked up.
Locked up did not
Even
start
if he
with.
did, they didn't put him where he.
It
got
had
with
Styles P on it. Did it have Justin Timberlake on it or Styles P, nigga? It's a hip hop song.
It was hip hop. I'm saying, okay.
And that's what propelled him.
First of all,
Are we saying that Akon only did
Then, like right after that, like a year
So
ago,
you saying
within the
Akon?
next year, he did the song with Jeezy. He was solidified after that.
That's what really got him the song after Jeezy.
He
The
was
song did with
solidified.
Jeezy after that. After he did that, and the song he did the song with Jeezy because he got that song and shit. That's why Jeezy did the song with the
So
nigga.
you telling me
Yeah,
that
oh, man.
Akon,
And they did a couple
Akon
songs.
didn't have a name before Locked Up in no realms of music.
I'm just saying.
What
he
song
wasn't
did
big
you
as
know?
he was.
It's not about me. I'm not gonna act like I remember. I'm just saying. I'm
Because
just
nobody remembers.
Look,
Because
that
Locked
ain't
Up was the
really
first
even the
time we
point.
because we
heard
niggas. So
The
of course,
real point is, it's like Akon. He not like he partook.
Locked
in the
Up had
culture,
the
but
crossover.
He did the same thing.
Locked
he just
Up
didn't have to go
crossed over.
snitch on nobody. Tekashi snitched on niggas. That don't mean he was a part of what the culture represent. It's like, nigga, you partook, you got your piece of the pie. Like I
said, this the culture you made money off
It is what
of.
it is.
So when everybody's
That's like the
always
record
saying
exec.
respect the
like,
culture,
you expect the record
do this for the
exec not to
culture.
fuck
right,
with
but
Tekashi?
his own realm is not just hip hop.
Oh, they will because they see money.
Yeah,
They definitely
like
will.
we think he's supposed to rap with certain statues and
Akon a bigger name.
because he black.
Akon
And
a
it's like,
bigger
that ain't
name.
how that work with all black people. Cause all black people don't live by the same.
Yeah, you gonna
code.
tell Seal to do it for the culture? Like, nigga, he
no.
black as hell. He black, nigga. But you think he give a fuck about the culture?
Man,
The culture of hip hop? I have no clue. We talking about the culture of hip hop.
We
We talking about that's not hip hop.
See, my thing is
That's not hip hop.
But
It's
he's
just-
black.
he got to be canceled as far as hip hop culture is concerned because he go against everything it stands for and shit. And it's like, for one, I don't
And this
want
is where
nobody
he made
following
some
after
money.
that nigga.
He made some money.
Nobody
That
Tekashi money off of something don't mean you gotta fight for it. Just because you made a little couple.
He don't even have to fight for it.
Oh,
All he had to do was not interact with the nigga.
No, there
He
is such
can
thing.
make more money from it.
He just has to be lazy.
Such thing as social
Akon is
and
paid.
ethical responsibility.
You think Akon
in
need
business.
this?
Like, you got to give
Unless
back.
he wanna be
Sometimes
relevant.
Tekashi has nothing to give back because he don't do shit but take from everybody. And I'm like, son, you don't even represent what you
They
represent.
deny his charity donation.
You like, he an oxymoron.
I believe it's a charity based somewhere where he lives, New York area.
Look.
And he tried to donate $200,000, and I think it was for kids, and they was like,
I don't believe it.
Look it up right now.
Yeah,
I'll find it right now.
oxymoron, bro.
Because they don't associate with
Yeah,
like the shit
oxymoron.
he did.
Yeah,
Like he's a
oxymoron.
criminal. He's a criminal.
Say
I
he a
Yeah,
criminal. Don't say they don't fuck with him because he snitched. Though.
Yeah.
didn't say that.
But you try to
All I
insinuated
said
that.
All I said was how he said no. It was in direct relation.
It's because he's snitching. He still be rapping that gangster shit. Like, son, we can't. It'd be different if you reformed. If you reformed and you're not on that same shit, but you talking the same shit you was talking before you snitched on everybody. So it's like, nigga, we don't know what to do with you, kid.
At all. At all.
Like, you're not a good role model for nobody.
Like I don't know how you're supposed to combat that. Tekashi's $200,000 donation to No Kid Hungry was turned down. They want that.
You don't stand for nothing, man. You fall off for everything.
It said a representative, they said they declined the donation because it is our policy to decline funding from donors whose activities do not align with our mission and values. And I can fuck with that. That's basically saying, yeah, we probably don't fuck with you because you're snitching too.
We don't fuck with you.
Baby,
We don't fuck with
look,
what you do.
oh, all right, I didn't know. But yeah, nigga, I told you, 200,000, and then that's when he started fucking with Rich the Kid.
All right.
He said he was gonna use that shit to donate to Rich the Kid's
Final
fake
thoughts.
jewelry fund.
On the situation.
I'm not excited for the song. This is his last hoorah. That's why he's trying to draw it out because the song was supposed to be dropped Friday, if I'm not mistaken, and it was rumored before they had Nicki Minaj. So we'll see. But after this, then what? How do you top Akon? How do you top an Akon feature?
Final thoughts.
I already said, I'm like, that nigga's an oxymoron. That's why he should be canceled. Canceled!
And my final thoughts is I'm looking forward to the song because, like he just said, he got one song that's out. It's a banger, no matter, you can't deny it. Then he has another song that's supposed to be coming out with Nicki Minaj that could be fire. And if this song is fire, then he might be here to stay.
Cancel!
He won't have another one after this. He won't have. You heard what Tory Lanez said about it, right?
No, I did not.
Tory Lanez was upset. He was like, "Wait, so you gonna get a locked up remix or feature to somebody else and not me? I'm going back to bed." And I told you Tory Lanez wasn't gonna do no music with that.
I don't care. I don't want him to do music.
You try to tell me you would.
I said that he's a strong opinionated person who doesn't give a fuck about what the consensus say.
All the way in Canada, though, we got the
Put
same
Tory
culture.
on that motherfucker, then it really would have been fine.
Is that what we're not just talking about? This guy.
Akon and Tory Lanez.
I'm just saying, all three of them on the shit.
Would you want to? Would you want to hear Akon
No,
and
we just did
Trina?
final thoughts. Would you
want to hear Akon and Trina?
I don't want to hear Trina.
Are we moving?
Why you
I
don't
don't
want to hear Trina at
want
all?
to hear Tekashi with nobody.
Well, the streets have had to hear. The streets have had to listen to Trina recently. You know, Trina. You know, she's nice. Why you so upset with Trina now?
I mean,
You see what she said about the?
She been a little reckless.
Jumanji?
Next topic.
Don't touch.
I'm touching.
You don't have to.
Pause.
Don't.
Pause.
Don't.
No, I will. So
She been a little reckless with the tongue and shit. She
was always reckless with the tongue. She fucked about 5 or 6 best friends.
She did.
And you don't know that.
I
So,
don't know that.
so I mean, that's all you gotta know. Is that you don't know
It's
that.
more or less, she was emotional in her feelings and got the ranting and shit.
What was the statement per se? Like, not verbatim, but like, what you
Paraphrase.
got? Yeah.
Everything is
She
paraphrased.
was talking about
And
some of
allegedly.
the people
And allegedly.
rioting and or / protesting in Florida, Dade County, wherever in her area. You know, she was just talking about, she was mad about it. She called them animals per se. And I don't know if she was just talking about the people rioting and looting or the protesters or everybody involved in general, but
Miami.
You know, she said what she said. I understand where she was coming from, but I do not agree with her choice of words at the time. Like, of course not. You know, you got to know it's people who ain't gonna agree with what you're saying, and to the point where you know it's gonna be backlash for you. And as somebody in the public, you got to watch.
You can't say animals.
I mean, even if she did, she could have. She could have said the rioters. It was her really. It was really her energy. It was like you so mad at these people, but it's like, did you forget what sparked this? Like, even if you just talking about the looters, people wouldn't be looting if it wasn't people protesting. And I'm like, look,
they just didn't come out of nowhere and start going crazy.
It's a movement right now, and you know you got to take the good with the bad. And I'm like, you ain't have nothing good coming out of saying that, and you got to know that. You've been around long enough to know better. And it is what it is. It's like I ain't mad at her. It just come on, Trina. Shit.
Definitely true story.
Cancel Tekashi. Like Trina.
Where Trina from?
We know you was feeling yourself.
County, Miami, Florida.
Miami, Florida.
Yeah, we know. Like everybody can understand that because anybody who knows somebody personally who lost something, then you was mad too at some people who was doing it. But you know, it takes a strong person to understand and realize what really happened and what's going on. To be objective and be like, damn, that's fucked up. You definitely
got to do your research. Like, I keep telling people,
I hate that y'all doing it, but I ain't mad because I understand.
And then if you speak ignorantly, then own that shit. Don't try to come back and apologize. Say I said it, and we move on.
That's owning it when you apologize.
But I ain't mad at her for apologizing, but.
No, because
if you offend your people that you care about, then it's okay to be like, I was wrong. I said something.
But that's the same shit. Drew Brees in trouble for all these other. Like, stop saying shit when. Stop being unaware.
Only apologize if you feel it, yes. But there's nothing wrong with apologizing.
Stop speaking out in public ignorantly.
That's the problem.
And not being aware. You don't understand.
To them, they speak with wisdom.
Look, this is my problem with her.
When that's not like the spill you're trying to do. Like, it's fine if you're trying to be funny.
Trina was trying to speak. Trina was trying to speak wisdom.
Listen.
She was trying to speak wisdom. How?
Because
she called the people out there protesting.
No, she said something ignorant, but she was trying to speak with wisdom. She was trying to say, I'm tired of rioters damaging my friends.
She how easy it is to say that. She didn't do that.
She didn't, but she tried. She tried to.
How she tried to? She also said she talked about 5, 6 best friends.
Anger, frustration.
She clearly don't know how to say
out of her feelings, bro. It ain't. If she'd have talked with wisdom, she'd have said the shit she said when she apologized.
Yes. Aware.
Why you do your research before you did that shit?
Why it take for everybody to tell you did it wrong?
When you got wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you do shit that is good for yourself. You don't go out there and just say something crazy.
It is good for some. It's just that
sidebar. Y'all ever heard the Tokyo Jets?
Yeah, I've heard of.
You heard what she did with the George Floyd thing? This was about a couple weeks ago. I don't think I asked
her. The rapper that's on the ATL. I mean T.I.
She I don't know where she.
Flippy with it, but
I can't remember. She under
T.I. Did you hear what she did with the George Floyd thing?
No.
The George Floyd joke. She was somebody they had on live or recording or whatever, and then she was with somebody and she was like, "Shut up before I George Floyd your ass." This is probably he died 2 days prior.
That was a bit inappropriate.
She said that shit within like 5 days of him dying. Ask me where she from.
She's from America.
Where at in America?
Look, we're not gonna make this Florida shit a thing, okay?
We're not.
Jacksonville, stand up.
We not. And that's why you from Florida.
And I don't even know what I did, but I think they got it.
Somebody gonna need a drop from you.
What the fuck was that?
No, they know what it was.
He from Florida.
Duval County, baby. Jacksonville.
But no, I only said that to say sidebar. She from Florida. Florida is crazy.
We're not about to do that.
But continue with Trina, yes.
And Drew. Because Trina, we get it. Trina said some.
She spoke out like we all understand there's some. You know, it's some savage shit to be out there looting and shit. Like it's not cause I feel like if you gonna loot, then shit you willing to boycott and some shit like fuck going to tear it up. That was just you willing not she missed. She not just missed, spend no money with
she
these
missed
people.
Saying
that's
rioters.
Important.
That's the only word she didn't say.
Because you might be tearing up black businesses, and that's what she mad at. But it was like, look, you got to understand. They gonna, you know, everything you say can and will be used against you. Fuck the court of law out here in the world, because that's how it happened and shit. And it was like, Trina, Trick Daddy was trying to tell you shut the fuck up, but bitch, you weren't listening because you was in your feelings, and that's how y'all bitches be, because that's just what it is. And we ain't mad at y'all, because I understand that.
They are emotional.
Yeah, I mean, niggas be too. Emotional motherfuckers get emotional and shit.
But women are built that way, and we get it.
People, it's just. I'm just
they
saying
definitely
her
got a harder.
I mean, they definitely got a harder.
That's why I wasn't mad at her when she said it, but it was like I ain't gonna say you know.
But that emotional shit also does not give you a pass.
Trina, you got to know
it doesn't
that.
give you a pass because that white woman with that dog
she understands this shit. Like if it wasn't so close to home, she wouldn't have been so mad.
Right. I don't think but that's how shit helps to affect people. That's when you care. That's why more white people care now because it's hitting home. Like they've seen it in their face and it's just nearby. Like,
see, but they don't come from a place where it's understandable. It's new to them.
It definitely come from a place where it's understandable, where they may not understand.
You come from that hood.
Well, no. They might understand.
You don't
maybe understand it now.
The only word she didn't clarify.
They may not be able to feel it, but I feel like they understand it now.
I don't say condone it, but you understand.
Riding ain't sweet no matter. Like it ain't sweet. Riding is not sweet. What do you?
Riding is
not act like you don't understand this, because it's like
I get why it happens. You shouldn't do it.
I get why it happens. I'm not condoning it, but
not
it's like, well, shit.
What else are we supposed to do?
Closer, but it's like this shit just not sweet.
Because it's like, listen. Every peaceful protest, they be trying to silence. We can go all the way back when Kaepernick. Kaepernick took that knee, right? That was almost 4 years ago. These niggas blackballed him out the NFL. They just be trying to silence all these different peaceful protests. So it's like, okay, eventually niggas get upset. And it's like, oh, you're not listening to the peaceful shit.
If shit wasn't getting
well, let's do this. That was why Malcolm X was Malcolm X and Martin Luther King was Martin Luther King. Because Malcolm X used to be like, man, this peaceful shit is not cutting it. They still doing this shit. We need to combat. So I get it. With the I don't condone it, but I get it.
Look, would they be talking about the protests every day if they wasn't looting?
I'm not going to call them animals.
Like
to act like they not doing this for a reason.
Though, to be storing up, breaking up shit, and like,
you could say that, and that probably would have been a better word. I wish people out there acting animalistic.
It's humanistic.
Maybe
they mad because
it is for a reason. It is for a reason.
It's not
just random acts of rah. You know what I'm saying? That would be animalistic. Yep, that's the difference. They're doing it because something happened. Before George Floyd passed, there were no looting. There was no riots. Something happened, it triggered something. Now, some people are abusing it, fine, cool. That's going to happen with everything. But it's for a reason that this shit started. And I am willing to say and put my bottom dollar on, if niggas didn't riot, they would not have charged those cops in Minneapolis, nigga. They started rioting, them niggas went and locked up the first nigga.
Burning the police station definitely was like, oh, shit, we have a problem.
Nigga.
Because it was white people, like, even Skip was like, I don't condone it, but I kind of understand why it happened. So, yeah, you might be right about that.
That's the only type of looting and rioting that made sense. Break up in there, steal all their guns, steal all their weapons that they use to kill the blacks, and then burn that shit down.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why are you rioting at grocery stores and apartments and all that, buying iPhones? Like, burn up the police station.
Did you see that iPhone shit?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Ooh, they said all them bitches that was stolen. First off, all the ones on display they're not real. They don't really work, and they couldn't get in the back of the stores, like in the back of all the iPhone stores, because it's like locked a certain kind of way. So all these niggas stole displays. They all had a message on there saying, "This does not work." Blah blah blah. And we got the location.
DJ Envy said something on the Breakfast Club. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. He was like, I wouldn't have said nothing.
Oh, yeah,
I just showed up.
Hey, yeah, on top.
Don't give me a warning my phone don't work. Just come to my house. Hey, you have stolen property here. No, I don't, officer.
And let the niggas that got them off fast be like, whew. Because I wouldn't have stole a display phone. Now, if I could have gotten the back.
Because, I mean,
if I could have gotten the back and got busy.
Show me where your heart at on trying to change the world by stealing an iPhone. So, yeah. People like that, no, I don't fuck with that. That don't help the cause.
I don't condone it. Like I said, I just understand why it happened. So it's like
we angry, but then
it's nothing to do with the protest directly. It's an indirect. It's like what they call that? A casualty of war. That's what happened.
But like they say,
collateral damage.
Two wrongs don't make a right, though. Like that wrong is not as strong.
There's nothing right about it. It's just it's gonna happen. Like. That's why I'm like, y'all surprised every time it's a protest, especially of this magnitude, it's gonna be riots. It happened and shit. Like, especially, look, niggas should be rioting, not protesting. Fuck that shit. Like, what we protesting about? Like, what we trying to accomplish in protesting? The rioting is what makes the difference and shit. Not that I'm saying let's riot, but I'm like,
Police watching
protesting
peaceful
is
people do
not
their
gonna
thing
do
is
it.
not threatened. They're not threatened by
Yeah.
peaceful people.
That's all I'm saying. The protesting ain't gonna make shit happen. Though.
Shake it up with
Rioting is what makes the difference.
Because them the crazy niggas. Them the niggas is getting ran over.
If everybody was out there tearing shit up, then it'd really be a problem, and they'd be like, okay, we got to figure some shit out because it's a problem out there. They all fucking shit up. Like when you see all these different kind of people coming together out there protesting, like what happened when you piss all them people off? Because they pissed off, but they ain't all tearing shit up. But it's like eventually, you motherfuckers gonna tear some shit up. Y'all keep fucking around with everybody. Because I'm like, all it takes is a few more white people to get killed and shit out here. Like, niggas been getting killed. And be like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, y'all fucking up. Y'all better do some shit for real, for real. Like, y'all talking now, but bitch, we better feel
Do
it.
you think that's why Trump said what he said to silence the problems that we was having out here? Like,
He didn't say shit to silence nothing.
okay, but you know what I'm talking about, though.
Yep, he said a lot of shit. Talking about when he was talking about George. When
George
he gave the shout
Floyd,
out.
yes. Do a shout out to George Floyd. Can you please give the world a little information about that?
Yeah, he goofy, man. When he was giving it, whatever kind of address he was giving, talking stupid about being stupid.
As usual.
Talking about George Floyd looking down right now and should be proud. It's a great moment for everybody. Everybody's like,
Yeah,
really?
he up there happy. He really happy.
Like it's a great moment for
It's a
everybody.
great day.
Next topic.
How? Like, how is a great moment for everybody?
Like, it definitely
it's a
not-
great moment for him. Like, yeah, maybe if he could tell you, but it's like, where
Oh,
you
but he
get the
can't because
information?
he's murdered. He got murdered just a week ago. So why the fuck would he be up in the heavens talking about it's a great day for
Yeah,
us?
that was just bold. That like, bro, you barely said anything about his death, but you talking about
Like, why speak on him if you're not gonna give the time
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and just the appreciation of his life and let us know that you with us? Like, you just threw it out there. Yeah, and George Floyd be happy about this, and America is great
And
again.
I feel like Joe Biden said it best. Like, you can't put no words in this man's mouth. His last words was, I can't breathe. for
That's the
most
last
part.
thing he said.
And it was like, you ain't talking about that, but you talking about, you making some shit up.
Talking about the economy, like he's happy because we're moving on and everything's great again. And no, man, that was last week. Give us time to mourn because you
Yeah,
won't.
that shit terrible.
Like, come on, that was just a crazy statement to say, as our president of the United States to say. He's probably up there saying everything's great. This is a great day, like a great.
Everybody's
so
great. Everybody's great.
Everybody's great. The world's great. The cheese is great. Everybody's great.
Frosty Flakes. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, bro, you sound
That
retarded.
nigga was definitely living a Frosty Flake dream right there. Like, it's not great at all. That's fake. Like, that wasn't sweet at all. So, how you feel about your president right now? Like, talking about the economy and all about that. Like, do you feel like that's something that should have been addressed right there? Like, do you think he should have took more time altogether to talk about what's going on outside of that? Like, world peace and police brutality? Like,
Who am I to tell him what he's supposed to talk about? He the whole president. He the commander and some chief of some whole shit. Like the country.
that you didn't vote
And
for.
it's like, and I'm trying to figure out who be letting him say anything. Like, y'all approving this? Like, who are these PR people?
I mean,
like,
well, you know, what was Dr. Fauci or whatever? He didn't like Fauci, yeah.
see, I don't see him much.
No,
They-
he took him out the game, and I was like, Fauci was not standing for half the shit that he was saying. He's like, stop, no, that's not right. I don't agree. This is not how he's supposed to do things.
Man, I think, y'all bear with me on this one. Y'all,
Give him, tell them
I
what
ain't
they
a
want to hear.
conspiracy theorist, but I understand all conspiracy theories ain't just theories. Sometimes they just conspire and shit happen. Nah, I understand false flags and red flags. Like, I ain't saying it's a false flag, but a red flag, they create situations for unrest and upheaval and shit. And I'm like, with all the corona shit going on, it was just so coincidental this shit happened. And the media gave it all blast. Because I'm like, shit, y'all should give all the blast to everybody they killing like that. So we always know when they doing foul ass shit like that. Whenever they doing shit like that, y'all should
don't try
cover
to
it
do
just
it
like
now.
y'all cover this. Because I'm like, it's just convenient. It's a lot of convenient shit going on. I'm like, it's just too much like y'all playbook and shit. Y'all throw us a bunch of shit. Like corona, people dying. Now it's the whole black movement and shit. I'm just like, okay, damn. Like, if we wasn't if we wasn't divided enough on the corona shit, now it's another one and shit. It's another divider between us and shit. Another partition between the people.
It's a great, great day.
I mean, to be American. America.
I didn't vote for him.
While he's in office, it's
I didn't vote for him.
America.
Murder.
And they took our jobs.
That is funny. So what about you? We was just talking about the Trump and Floyd situation, where Trump was saying that he's probably looking down on us, saying it's a great, great day. You know what I'm saying? That we unified. How do you feel about that situation when you heard that? What was your first feelings when you heard that?
Oh, my first feelings?
Yes, sir.
Shut
you
the
gotta go
fuck-
pee.
I told you about being concerned with them.
You said about your penis.
Hey, don't do all that though.
Cause it shit smells good already. And that's what you meant about. Yeah.
But
Give me about 3 fries, my nigga.
what's that gonna do for you?
Hey, it smells good, and that's what I want, bitch. You did. Just give me 3 fries, my nigga. All top. What that's gonna do for me?
I asked you.
I'll punch you on to you.
What you punch me for? I just want to know what 3 fires was gonna do.
Just gonna fill me up before I go.
We're not in the business of lying to these people, okay?
Oh shit.
Okay, that's not what we're gonna do.
Okay,
But
okay.
I digress. Back to what you was asking me.
Talk
Look,
to me, man.
my first thought was shut the fuck up. There you go again. Opening your fucking mouth, Mr. Trump.
I was giving you the flow.
No, I'm saying Trump. That's
Oh,
what
you
I'm
was
talking
telling
about.
him shut the fuck up. I
Yeah,
thought you were telling
fuck-
me. I was
okay.
feeling away. That's okay. Yeah.
It's okay. You can also shut the fuck up too.
I thought that's what you were saying. Like, come on now.
Both of
keep it
y'all.
shine. All right. It's a great, great day.
Because if you was president, Jesus Christ, boy, you had
it's going down.
You had to delete your Twitter every day.
Oh, I'm saying ignorant shit for the fuck of it. Y'all not gonna take me out of office. I swear.
You need to get impeached.
And I swear,
And that
it'll
nigga
be
should have
stimulus
been
checks for all the likes I get on motherfucking Instagram.
Oh, my
Only
God.
the people who gave me likes will get fucking stimulus
Ooh.
checks.
And
Yes,
that's-
nigga.
I'm glad you're not in
Per
politics.
family, nigga.
You don't need to be in politics.
Oh,
but no,
I'm in there now.
But no, yeah, definitely shut the fuck up. Because how dare you say, I hope, like, I get you hoping he looking down and he's at least happy that his death wasn't in vain. I feel like it's different words to say. Like, could he be looking down, being like, you know what?
Slice some fries up, cuz.
I'm
I'm
glad-
through.
Hey man, if you don't leave him alone about these fucking fries.
I was just letting him know he ate my chicken the other day.
Bitch, I gave you some food.
Okay, well, just give me 3 fries, man.
We back on the chicken argument.
No, man, we not on no chicken argument. We not on French fries.
Hey man, remember last week when you owed me some chicken? I'm ready to collect.
Can I eat on camera?
I'm ready to collect.
Oh no, ain't no mukbang over here, cuz.
No, we not. I told you, ain't no mukbang.
Can I eat on camera?
No, ain't no mukbang.
Hell no.
bitch. We don't
Hey,
do
so
that.
ain't Mike. Hell no.
We don't do that. We not about to get no likes. We not about to get no likes off none of that shit.
Oh,
man.
muck and bang in this.
And then he gonna do that shit. You remember we learned the other shit, the ASRI? They like the sound of it or some shit.
Yeah, eat quietly, bitch. I'm not doing none of
They
that
get
shit.
turned on when they hear you too.
At least a few.
Yeah, that when they you feel like he
Because of his name. People
What
gonna tune
name?
into some
You
shit
said
that
he
Joe Budden-
whack.
Because he was on DJ
It ain't
Academics.
trash
what name is
no more.
right?
It's not
Like
just
Joe
the
Budden
name.
is sweet.
It's what he's done.
He's
with the name.
entertaining. He's
Yeah, do something
funny.
with the
He
name.
got topics.
Name could be shit too, and nobody
Just
fucks
the
with
Like, dog, what you talking about? You act like any other has-been could just come
So you
out and
feel
have
like-
a show.
So you feel like Joe
Look, he
Budden
ain't
talk about
somebody
shit
for
better than
nothing.
you?
He ain't somebody
What?
for
You
nothing.
feel like Joe Budden talk about shit better than you? You feel like Joe Budden talk about shit
I'm saying he
better than
doing
you?
he doing the way that I admire.
He doing the same shit we doing, and this is our first
Don't
go
do
at
it.
it.
See, but
we
the-
wasn't rappers.
The podcast.
I was gibberish.
Listen,
No, you
Check
wasn't.
me out. Yes, I was.
Podcast,
Yes, I
You know
was.
who
You have to
says
make money off
you
of
know who
something in order
says
to
the
be
best.
that.
To me,
I made
Miles
money
and
off
Rory
that.
say sweeter shit than Joe. It's just Joe
Exactly.
talks more. But it's his podcast, and he put it together.
He
He put
does
that
right.
shit
He
like
does
that's
right.
all. Like it's a whole thing.
Yeah, I'm
You
with
just
that
can't
part.
take him and not the whole show. Like it's it's a process. Joe not the only person on the show, and
He's
still
definitely
decent.
not.
As far as a podcast show, whatever you want to call it, it's
That
decent.
shit just irritate nigga.
I tap in from time to time.
That's all.
So, you know.
Instead of trying harder to succeed at the realm that you started in, that you was passionate
Well,
about,
maybe he never would have been.
you rather say fuck it and let's do this. Like, all right, whatever.
Good
I don't
shit.
agree.
He was at the tail end of the lyricist, so nigga, he didn't have too much. You know, not too much.
Instead of getting better, he spent his whole career like damn near crying the whole fucking time.
Define gap, because in his mind, He was already.
I'm better than that.
See,
Why aren't
but
you guys listening to me?
You want him to be different than who he is.
I
Like, you want him to be a different, because he
want
couldn't
him-
have been a better. He was the best artist.
Clearly, he's a better talker than he is a rapper.
I'm just saying.
Clearly.
He couldn't
That must
be no
be it.
different than what he was.
I
Like,
mean,
you want
he
him-
was more of
you
an
want
emo
him to water
rapper,
down
and
his
back then that's
lyrics.
not what rap was about.
He was rapping. He's
Man.
a rapper, bro. He wasn't like.
I
He
like
was
rapper.
emotional. He had sad rap. That's why I call him emo.
Yeah, he was a rapper, square
that
ass.
shit was
Emo is emotional.
Or not square ass, simple ass.
Yeah, emotional, emo.
Simple.
So anyway, and my thing is about this. This is what I say to you every time you say that. Joe Budden and all these other people who are doing this, who have good podcasts that's up there in rankings. I don't know the ranking, but they are the ones that make people that want to watch podcasts. They watch podcasts because of people like him. If we have something also have something to offer, they'll watch it as well. I think that he's making a lane for us. He's making a podcast
So you
a
think he a
bigger
pioneer?
Yeah, he making it a bigger thing. So when people start hearing people do that shit,
So now you're telling me I should thank him.
I think, well, you ain't gotta do whatever you want. So I know that this lane that you want to go into in podcasting and the money that you trying to make, you gotta give props to him because he's the one that's busting that bank on him. Joe Rogan as well. They making bank. They're making this a lane to really go.
Joe Rogan.
Oh,
He's
white man.
always his whole career. Every time I see him, what was he doing? He was talking.
But he was never the top of
He's been
anything.
talking.
He's a comedian. He
Fear
wasn't top.
factor.
He wasn't Dave Chappelle.
UFC.
He probably was Joe. He was the Joe Budden of comedy, nigga. You wasn't looking at no fucking Joe Rogan stand up. Tell me one stand up Joe.
I didn't know he did it.
Right.
And then when I watched
It's people
I've
who don't know
seen-
Joe Budden was a rapper.
I've seen. That's funny.
It is.
There you go. It's people who don't know he was a reality host.
And that's
It's people
funny.
who don't know he was on Everyday Struggle. They just fuck with him because when they fuck with him now, they're like, damn, he's sweet. He doing good. I like to hear his commentary. I like the energy he got
People
with
been
his
fucking
squad.
with Joe Rogan. Nobody was never not fucking with Joe Rogan.
And nobody was never not fucking with Joe Budden.
Yes, they was, because he used to get mad and be like, "Well, ain't nobody listening
and
to
do
what
you
I'm trying to rap about."
Joe Rogan is
They
a
stopped
comedian.
fucking with him.
Joe Rogan doesn't have a number
didn't
one.
stop fucking with
Joe
him as a
Rogan
comedian.
doesn't have a number one movie. Doesn't have a number one TV show. Never on
He's
comedy.
never been in a movie.
He has.
That he started, he not
No,
an
that he
actor.
yes, he is. He's a comedian, just like Dave Chappelle and all these other niggas.
That don't
who
make
was-
you an actor 'cause you a comedian.
But
It's
comedian,
different. It's a comedian, it's
so
a actor.
you think comedians do that shit to be in movies, to act, to be number one in their shit? You think
But you
comedians?
don't think Joe Rogan used who he is, his connections to get his podcast? with?
He did, but he was like, but it was another lane. He was like, let me try this lane. He tried several lanes. He
just
finally
did it,
found a
right?
lane.
He did a lot of shit. I mean, but as far as the podcasting, like you said, it's similar to the same thing with Joe Budden.
That's what I'm saying. He did so many different
Because
things.
he was good at all that shit.
All that shit. He just
the
wasn't
podcast-
number one.
The podcasting, he became number one.
He was a host at
because
Fear
he
Factor.
was good at everything else he did.
Joe Budden, it was obviously
He wasn't a bad. You never heard nobody or saw something like, "Oh man, Joe Rogan bombed this comedy show."
I feel
You never heard that.
Every
have you heard it?
Every
Have
comedian,
you heard
Dave
it?
Chappelle has bombed.
Okay, but have
The
you?
fuck do you mean?
Have
They
you
would
heard
tell you
it?
about their bomb stories. Yes,
I
Joe
know
Rogan
what
has
you-
a place
I
where
know
he would
what
tell
you-
you
Nobody
about
has heard it. We don't see. We haven't
because
seen
he's
it.
not that sweet enough. Where
We just saying
give a
Joe
fuck.
Budden been trash at everything else.
But I'm
That's
saying,
it. Joe Rogan has
He's
not been.
sweet at podcast. It's just people fuck with you because you've been around long enough.
Yes.
And you did hype it up. But I can just read.
Joe
you can say the same
You ain't
thing
never
about
heard
Joe Rogan.
nobody say Joe Rogan was trash.
What career? What things did you love about Joe Rogan before this podcast?
Son, I watched Fear Factor because of Joe Rogan.
No, you didn't. You watched Fear Factor because they did dumb shit like eat fucking horse guts.
But if it had a terrible host,
Huh?
you wouldn't watch it.
If you doing some crazy shit, like you say,
Joe Rogan was never doing nothing crazy.
Okay.
He was a good host. Why you trying to play?
I'm not trying to play like he's not a bad.
So why you just say I feel that then? Why you battling me? Why you didn't say I feel that?
Steve Harvey is a good host at that show he did. He's not funny
Family
to me.
Feud?
Yes.
He not funny to you as a comedian?
No. Steve Harvey is?
Yeah, like
you tell older comedy.
I know, but to you, is Steve Harvey one of your top?
Sometimes he's funny. No,
He's a
not.
comedian. What I just say, if you do something,
I love the
better-
Steve Harvey show.
and he didn't fail at
Like,
being a
we know
comedian.
him. We know
He
him.
didn't fail
Like,
at
we
being
know
a comedian.
Joe Budden
He just
failed
he failed at being a rapper. He failed at being a TV personality, nigga. That happened. These are real things.
A boss. He was not what you would consider.
He's the reason Slaughterhouse broke up.
He had some success.
Like, come on,
But he
man.
wasn't-
Joe Rogan has success.
Joe
He has
Budden.
success
Everywhere.
I'm saying,
Joe Rogan has success everywhere.
Joe Budden.
and Joe Budden did too. Slaughterhouse.
He just don't like Joe
Pump It Up was a hot song.
So
It's
Vanilla
a-
Ice was a success?
Yes.
He just don't like. He don't like Joe Budden.
Vanilla Ice has done several movies. He done music.
No.
You can't discredit him for his name.
A one-hit wonder, does that
something.
make you a success?
It makes you a success if you can stretch that long. You can keep
bro.
like.
If you can
And
make
Joe Budden didn't stress nothing. That's what I'm saying.
didn't.
Because you can't name a song that you liked after
But I
Pump It
can
Up.
name shows. I can name.
He stressed his
You
name.
can't knock that, Al.
You cannot, dog.
Al,
Look,
you the
I'm with
biggest
that
nigga
part.
on your name.
I'm with that
so
part.
You cannot knock
I'm with that part.
It's just accepted. You don't
He
gotta
trash.
like it.
He
I'm not
trash.
saying
That's
he's
no- get
not
out the
trash.
lane.
I'm not saying
Get
he's
out the
trash.
lane.
He's
All
garbage.
right.
But you gonna
Joe
be mad
Rogan
because
not trash.
You mad
Final
at-
thoughts? You know I'm mad. Final
you
thoughts?
just can't
Joe
hate.
Rogan sweet, Joe Budden trash.
You can't
My
hate
final
him.
Watch
thought-
both podcasts.
Hey, hey,
Shout out to both
My
of them.
final thoughts is.
Hey,
Oh, I got
if
some
we-
hating shit on it.
If
for
we
sure.
got, if we
I'll
going
just
with
keep
you
on fucking throwing darts.
You did your final
in the
thought. You
fucking
did your
dark
final thought. Final thought means
until
you
you
go.
hear
Just
something.
ain't
I'm
on Joe
still
Budden,
going.
not his podcast. 'Cause you know it's
No, because I like the other two. I like the other two, and then that's when he was like, they had their own shit. I'm like, here we go.
Yes, Roy Moore have their own show.
Joe Budden wanted to get up in somebody else.
No, man, it's just that they
Tag
they
team,
did
back again.
no, because Joe Budden be so busy, right?
Man, pump
That
it
they
up.
have to have their own show.
Man,
But
pump
people
it up.
not catching it for that like that. They like Joe Budden,
Pump it up.
and I feel like Joe Rogan and Joe Budden, their careers have went the same way. They did several things.
No,
People,
and I feel what you're saying, but that ain't
how
because Joe Rogan was successful in what he was doing. Like,
at what?
he had like a
And
6-year
everything.
run on fucking Fear Factor until Luda.
And
came.
fucking Slaughterhouse was a group that people like, not us, but people love.
That was like 10 years
And
after that nigga was a rapper.
But what does that
They
mean?
dog like
Look, I'm not. Listen,
that shit
So
resurrected.
now we doing the years of the
If-
you
I'm just
But
saying,
in resurrect,
Joe
Joe
Rogan
Rogan
had
didn't
more
have nothing to
that's why he
resurrect.
was so
He didn't have no
big.
resurrection.
So Fear Factor, what else?
Joe Budden has had
Name the TV show
3 or
name-
4
name the TV
resurrections.
show he was
I'm
on.
just saying, I know he
Who,
been
Joe
on a
Rogan?
lot of
Yes.
shit.
He was on Fear Factor.
Can I
No,
name
name
it?
the TV, but name the
But he
comedy
did a
show
lot
he
of
was on.
different shit though, bro.
He was on one of those.
Man,
Yes.
he been doing his fucking
What was it?
podcast for
I know
over
you.
8 years.
Can you name the comedy
Yeah,
show?
I'm about to
Can you name the?
No.
Because if I didn't watch it, I didn't watch it.
Listen, I didn't watch that shit when Joe Budden was on motherfucking Love and Hip Hop. So, like
I did,
I said,
yeah.
he just kept it
I just
separate.
knew he
And
was
that
on.
wasn't a long series show
but
that they
when-
kept asking him to come back to.
I don't
He
know.
got a few seasons, but look, when Joe Budden was on there, Joe Rogan was doing his podcast. That's all I'm saying, becoming great at podcasting.
And Joe Budden
Joe,
wasn't.
Joe Rogan created that space. Joe Budden just stepped into it.
Joe
And
Rogan
and it works for
took
him
number
because he got a
one.
name.
He took number one. He didn't create the space of podcasting. He took the number one slot. Podcasting has been podcasting
I
since
say he
podcasting
created
been
it. Did I say
podcasting.
that?
You said he the one created that lane.
I'm just saying, he the one who made it to where it's like, oh, niggas getting millions off this shit. Like,
But they didn't
it's
offer
big.
him millions until they see what he can do.
He
He
been
just,
getting millions though. He just got $100 million contract. Just got. That means he's been making millions and shit.
okay,
He
off
been
of
the
podcast.
number one
Okay.
podcast.
So
nigga.
all y'all got
He the
for me,
nigga that
all
made
y'all got
niggas
for
be
me is
like,
Fear
oh, I'm about to
Factor.
get a podcast.
Y'all got Fear Factor, the show that he's been on, where
I mean,
it's kind of not.
we can look him up. Joe Rogan. It's the podcast that made him big.
Okay,
is what
and
I'm saying.
but it's the thing that he's done before that made his name relevant to he even
And
had that.
I'm just saying that because that's typically how it works. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. I know what the fuck Joe Budden been doing. He just barely been keeping relevant. Not because he was sweet, it's because you been keeping relevant.
Joe Budden
nigga.
got the Revolt channel. I mean Revolt.
don't care what he
No,
was
he
doing,
Diddy
talking.
owns Revolt.
I'm saying he got that
Diddy
state of
He signed the Diddy.
It don't mean nothing. Like, I ain't saying people don't fuck with him, but I'm like, son, had he not had the Love and Hip Hop shit, people would have forgot about him.
He was on Hardball and News Radio. Nigga was signed to Disney.
News Radio. That's the show.
Nigga was signed to Disney in '94. Went and did UFC in '97. Stopped, put it on hold. Went and
He
did Fear
just found
Factor.
lanes that he was.
Went and
smart.
did Fear Factor. 2009 did the podcast. Joe Budden was on Love and Hip Hop around this time.
Not
Or a
even
failed
then.
Slaughterhouse.
Not
Joe Budden was in Slaughterhouse when Joe Rogan.
Not then, bro. Bro, this shit.
2009.
That's like.
Say he started in
So
2009.
either way, like I
Did
said,
stand up, stopped doing stand up, or he moved from where he lived.
I'm just saying, I don't
doing
think Joe
stand-up,
Budden was
moved.
even in Slaughterhouse then, though. Like
2009?
That's more like a 12, 13 and shit. Ain't it?
You might be right. He might have still been
That
failing
shit-
as a rapper
That's
then.
just semi-recent to a degree.
all I'm saying is this: pay homage to the people who reinvented themselves to make podcasts and something.
So that reinvented themselves. No, pay homage to niggas like Joe Rogan, the nigga that paved the way to make podcasts. So he top 5 right now. Nigga, top 5.
Okay, he reinvented himself. But
he didn't reinvent shit.
You're saying it's unfair.
He was doing that while he was doing UFC.
Okay, but your whole argument was it's unfair for the people. So you don't want a Joe Rogan or a Joe Budden.
No. I don't want a Joe Budden. I love a Joe Rogan.
So what's the unfair advantage? Wait. Unfair advantage.
Joe Rogan has just succeeded everywhere.
But no. But okay. So
Joe Rogan is actually good at it.
So that would be the unfair advantage.
We've wanted to see him.
Well, that's what he said. The name is the unfair advantage because Joe Rogan's good. It's like Wayne. Wayne got the unfair advantage too because his name carries it. Like you trash at this.
He's not a good interviewer. You said that.
So
he's not a good interviewer, right?
So he said the same thing about Joe Budden.
Joe Rogan is a good interviewer. He's a good speaker.
I mean,
Joe Budden is not.
See, but look, people come on Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan.
That's what he started off rapping. Okay, but Joe Budden didn't start off as a comedian. He didn't start off as an actor. He started off as a rapper.
You just hear what he said?
What did I say?
He just said
people come on his show because of his show.
Okay, but listen, hear me out. He just said that Joe Rogan, he gives him respect. He said because he's a good interviewer.
Because he's good at it. He's good at it.
And what else did I name? I named everything. No, you don't matter. Say the whole statement. You don't get to fucking paraphrase my shit.
And he said Joe Budden is not a good one.
But not.
No, I never said that.
Listen.
I never said that. I never said he wasn't. He don't interview nobody.
Joe Budden is.
I've never seen him interview. I just see a podcast. He be talking with niggas. So I never said that. You misheard. I said Joe Rogan started off as a comedian, a speaker, as an actor.
Tell me what's the unfair advantage.
Joe Budden started off as a rapper.
That's the unfair advantage.
He kept failing.
Joe Rogan or Joe Budden?
Both
Let him speak. He's the one who said the unfair advantage.
He kept failing. Joe Rogan was not failing. He just kept switching lanes.
What's the unfair advantage?
The unfair advantage, like Wayne. You don't think Wayne's interviewing skills? That's what I said.
And you don't think Joe Budden interview skills?
I never said that.
You don't think his podcast is good?
I don't like the fact that he can have a podcast because of his name when he's failed at so much other shit.
So you don't.
Why not just try harder where you started, where your passion was?
He's a 40-year-old rapper. You want to be a 40-year-old rapper?
Jay-Z is.
Jay-Z's the only one.
P. Diddy be rapping. Who else is? Ludacris.
Ludacris got a CD that nobody's checking out. Tell me 2 songs you know about that.
Did it drop yet?
Yes.
You said rapper, you didn't say brother.
Yep. And thank you.
His is about relevancy.
Jadakiss still be on songs.
That's irrelevant.
Yeah, like nigga, what you mean?
Name his
Joe
song.
Rogan and
I don't listen to who I didn't listen to already.
To get to where they at.
To what?
Jadakiss don't have. What did Jadakiss do? What did Jadakiss do? He opened up a fucking a yogurt store. A yogurt store or something, right?
Similar, but just like
they use the exact entertainment genre.
Just because nigga one was accomplished and the other one just like
he was accomplished.
He
what?
barely was hanging on to a degree.
So what was he barely hanging on?
He was already on Love and Hip Hop.
But he stayed
Slaughterhouse
relevant. And then you gotta understand we're talking about a black dude and a white dude too. So that makes it different because we can talk about it
definitely with the opportunities.
His whole career in hip hop culture and the nigga who
Joe Budden got a number 1 song. Y'all can't tell me Joe Rogan's number 1. I mean, Joe Budden had a number 1 song. Y'all can't tell me a Joe Rogan number 1 joke.
Yeah, but only thing I'm checking for Joe Budden about is his podcast. Nothing else he's ever done. I don't give a fuck.
What are you checking on Joe Rogan?
All the shit he do.
That's it.
But he
that's it.
But he do other shit.
Podcast. That's the only thing you care about. Because the things that he done before is nothing right now.
Well,
Fear Factor, wow.
Because they're over.
You can watch Fear Factor while your girl watch Love and Hip Hop.
Nigga, when Fear Factor was on, you watched it. So stop playing.
Like, son, and that's where he really said, like, son, you did all this other shit. And
you was never sweet.
So you telling me once you make it at this podcast,
yeah, pump it up.
If you don't make it
nothing.
If you don't make it
drought.
If you don't make it all the way,
because y'all can't name another song. He had a drought all the way to Slaughterhouse.
That's because we just don't like. It's a lot of people that's
I'm not agreeing with him. I'm just trying to help you understand what he's saying.
But he's not making no more sense either. If he's trying to say Joe Rogan is okay, he's a cool on the fair advantage, but Joe Budden's not. He already said that he likes some of Joe Budden's podcast.
But I say they both unfair advantage. They got it.
Like, that's the only way you can do that. How can you rock with Joe Rogan? Like, Joe Rogan?
I'm only rocking with Joe Rogan because
like them car
he
daddy-
decided to do
car
it the
daddy
same
girls,
way he decided to do
nobody
it.
these bitches.
Everything
So
in his,
Joe Rogan is not
everything in
unfair
his
advantage.
career, it wasn't like, oh, this is not working, I'm going to do this. He just wanted to do something different.
How you know that's
Joe
not
Budden
fair?
is sitting there like, fuck, I'm running out of shit to
We
do.
can't move on because we're not going to come to a conclusion. Because
We not.
Like the comedian.
We not. He clearly, he don't look like he running out of shit to do.
But
He
Joe
don't look
Rogan
like that.
is. Joe Rogan has done everything.
He started this shit in 2009. Fear Factor ended in 2006.
And he's been doing
You don't think he
TV
did
shows.
he did
He's
US?
been doing, man, he's been trying to get his name out on
trying to get
anything.
his
He's an
name out.
entertainer. That's all it is.
He got signed to Disney in the 90s.
But
Doing
one,
what?
one argument.
Hardball News Radio, the shit you remember him from.
Yes.
You can't remember, and you can't remember
Look,
two
and
Joe
this-
Budden
He
songs
got a real difference.
right now.
Joe Budden was doing all this shit, and nobody really was fucking with him.
You wouldn't fuck with Joe Rogan. You don't even know what Joe Rogan did.
Can I finish saying?
Go ahead.
Just saying, nobody disliked him for anything. and
What
shit.
you mean? What? Nobody thought he was the funniest. Nobody loved his TV shows. Nobody cared. Like,
That's cool. I mean, as far as we know, and shit, because we ain't did that. All I'm saying is,
I'm a fan of comedy. You're
I
not?
didn't like Joe Budden.
Did you like?
I ain't liked him since Pump It Up.
Do you like stand-up comedy?
That's cool. I'm not even.
you have favorites?
Not talking about that. I'm talking about one person versus the other one.
But you talking about one lane versus one lane.
You're not. That's what you talking about. I'm trying to make a point, and you just keep fucking.
But
me
how
up
can
for
you
making
can't?
this
I'm
shit
just
'cause you
saying.
keep stopping
How you
me
gonna
from
compare
saying
one
it.
rapper to a comedian? You don't like his comedian.
No,
Shit,
I'm
like
not
rapping
talking
shit.
about
Say
that.
this
I'm
nigga
talking
was
about
working on
two
the
niggas-
show.
Talking about two people who got a podcast.
This nigga was working on a TV
That's
show.
what I'm comparing. And how they got there and shit. Like, yeah, you saying like they both got it out the muds as far as podcasting. I'm like, look, this nigga Joe Rogan only been on really one podcast, Joe Rogan podcast shit. He
How many
did that.
podcasts Joe Budden been on?
Nigga, several other people shit. He didn't get famous off of his podcast and shit. He got famous off of fucking they shit and shit. Like some shit he was doing with another motherfucker. That's only because he was horn academics. Like that's when he got famous from podcast.
Everyday Struggle. It's not a podcast, but
Whatever it was,
a TV show.
Whatever it was,
It's another
nobody
lane.
was fucking with him and his commentary and what he had to say until he was horn academic. And that's only because niggas didn't respect academics. It was like, okay, you the real nigga on the show,
So
but
you
it's
meant
like
the glitch that
you're
he-
never
the niche that he had?
I'm just these facts. It's not facts. That's you disagree with what I'm saying here?
I'm saying
just telling
the
you-
show that he got blew him up.
I'm just saying. I'm not gonna.
What blew Rogan up?
I'm saying the sweetest thing Joe Budden has done is his Joe Budden podcast. And if he hadn't been Joe Budden all this time, like known the people, like he couldn't get Waka Flocka on this show if he wasn't Joe Budden because you wouldn't know nobody and shit. And vice versa, I guess, for Joe Rogan. But it's people who go on Joe Rogan's show because
But
he's
if
Joe
you're not
Rogan.
a successful rapper,
People don't go on Joe Budden
If you're not a-
podcast because
can Obi Trice call- can Obi-
The nigga was trying to. The nigga was writing.
if
the
Obi
show.
Trice had a TV show or a podcast, can he get Waka Flocka?
I don't know.
Probably not.
That shit, but
What you
Joe
couldn't
Rogan
get
did
Waka
something
Flocka?
to where it was like,
I'm
oh,
saying, I'm saying
I'm
Joe
gonna be a star.
I'm
if I
saying
go
you
on
saying Joe Budden can only get people off his name. I'm saying if we go by the rules that y'all have that he was a whack
Not
rapper,
just his
then
name.
why is
I
his
didn't
name
even say he
sweet?
was a white rapper. I'm just saying he wasn't that successful and shit. Like he did all right. Like I ain't saying he
Just
didn't.
like Joe Rogan's stand-up comedian tour, like nobody's really
But he
said.
wasn't just, like he didn't fail as a comedian. And then his white people,
Yeah, like, he didn't
you
fail.
didn't check for white
Okay,
people.
it's right here.
You
I'm
don't
looking
watch.
at
You
it.
don't
I do
watch
watch white people, right?
Not they shit.
Okay, so have you ever seen a Joe Rogan?
Yes.
So you
Have you ever
was
seen a
saying
Joe
several
Rogan
white
stand
people
up?
stand-up.
I ain't
Yeah.
saying you.
Have you ever seen Joe
but
Rogan,
you
though?
know
I'm
how
talking
many
about-
it is?
It's a lot.
Whatever the case, fuck
It's a
that.
whole lot, son.
Have you
Like
ever
it's a whole
seen-
lot of black rappers.
No.
Have
Have you ever seen a Joe Rogan comedy
A bunch
special?
of white people.
Yes.
Did you like it?
No, not really.
And what other white stand-up comedians
Bill.
have you seen that you
Bill
do like?
Burr. What's his other name? That nigga who was jacked off too much. In front of public. What was that nigga name?
Ryan something?
No.
The white? Well, clearly white.
But damn. But there's several white comedians that I know.
But you gonna name one.
I can only name one black comedian right now. Like my brain.
You can only name one black comedian right now? One?
Okay.
Martin Lawrence,
Jerry
Richard Pryor.
Seinfeld is funny to me.
I'm with Jerry Seinfeld.
Bill Burr, Bill Maher.
Did you watch Seinfeld special though
Yes.
on Netflix?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
How long you been listening to Joe Rogan?
Yeah, like
I know it's about. I know about Joe Rogan.
Yeah, it's not.
Just like people know about Joe Budden. Like,
and
He didn't hit
Joe
me
Budden
with.
shit is for you. Joe Rogan, if you like
That's what I'm
certain
saying.
shit,
Like I feel like this. This is what I'm saying.
Everybody's not.
I feel like this.
Joe Budden shit was made for you, and you didn't like
I feel
it.
like y'all being more fair to Joe Rogan because y'all just don't know the lane that he's in. Like y'all don't know what
He's
rank
in
he is.
multiple lanes.
No, just hear me
He's
out.
in
No.
multiple lanes.
I'm saying,
And he wasn't
His
trash
show
at
address
him.
a lot of shit. His podcast is a great.
We're not talking about
He
the podcast.
got
I'm
offered.
saying,
He got offered money
What I'm
and
saying
a
is this.
role to be on
Since
Fear
y'all don't-
Factor.
since y'all don't
he
know
didn't
about
apply
his-
for a job.
so since y'all don't know about his stand-up comedy,
And I
I
will
feel like
say,
y'all just gonna say,
Joe Budden
I didn't watch his stand
He
up.
wasn't
Hey,
good
he
at
got
it.
Does that not make you a failure?
He got 2 periods. No.
well, that's not fair. If
I
you don't
know you're a stand-up comedian
So-
just because
so
I
you
don't listen to you and rap
But
with
so
you.
since you listen to
It
rap,
ain't
you
my
can
cup of
judge
tea.
one.
Joe Budden shit.
I don't know what you're doing over
Joe
there.
Budden first song. Did you like it?
What?
His first song. Did you like
I
it?
like his first few. I think.
Joe Budden?
You can't name no other. But did you like the first one?
Joe
You like
Budden
the
has
first
a couple songs where I feel like
Okay.
he's
All right. I asked you. Did you like the first one?
His first one, what?
His first song.
What's his first song?
You don't know his first song?
You tell me. You can't ask a question if you don't know the answer.
Wait. What's his first song?
His first song?
First song you heard from Joe Budden? Cause
Pump it up.
yeah, I mean he want to play stupid, like he about to say something else, like it was some other Joe Budden.
He got a
hit
lot of mixed
out there.
Joe
What?
Budden, he got a lot of
Name a song. I'm the only one that can name two Joe Budden songs right now. I think 3.
Just for the record, my only point about Joe Budden is like, nigga, Joe Rogan. So you had a good show, and
Fear Factor.
What I ain't even talking about Fear Factor. I'm
And
talking
Daily
about
News, you knew about that?
when he started doing
That shit was in the
podcasts.
90s. I was a kid, so I may not have watched
He built
it.
his brand
His
from his
career
podcast.
started when I was born, nigga.
His Joe Budden's
His career
podcast
started when I was
his
born.
brand already. You feel me? That's the difference. He didn't build a podcast off Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan became a brand because of the podcast.
Yes. Like Joe
Joe
Rogan
Budden's
is a
podcast.
brand. Joe Budden is not.
You feel me?
That's the best way to put
Like,
it.
it's
Joe
the-
Budden is not a brand?
He is
No.
a brand. He is.
Or now,
but,
maybe.
But his podcast.
Now
his
is
podcast
now.
is
He
big
wasn't
because
before.
of his brand, not because of the podcast is that sweet. You feel me?
He so much wasn't a brand, he had to join a group.
I'm just
That's
saying.
what we all
it's
like
not
him
a-
at.
Did Joe Rogan
all-
join the group? Did Joe Rogan join the
You
group?
understand the point of
Joe Budden
You
keep
understand
joining
the point?
groups.
We
I
all like
understand
Joe. We
what
all like Joe Rogan
That's not
from
what
his
I'm talking-
podcast.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the difference in what it is between their podcasts.
What's the difference?
Joe Rogan didn't build a podcast built off of Joe Rogan's name. The
he
podcast
did.
I think he's
became
saying
a
it.
podcast because
I think he's saying it wrong.
like Joe Rogan got his name because of his podcast.
Joe Rogan's
Like you said,
name
he wasn't doing
makes the
nothing special.
podcast.
He knew who Joe
The
Budden was before
podcast
the
makes Joe Budden. Because he finally,
Wow.
because he found a lane, he could finally do
Joe
something.
Rogan finally found a lane that we
Joe
like him on
Budden-
He
both.
has been doing
Joe-
shit
Joe Budden-
forever,
Joe Budden has been doing shit forever.
and it's been
That's
trash.
what he said.
But y'all don't know nothing else about Joe Rogan but Fear Factor.
But-
Fear Factor. He was on
All
TV
I'm
shows.
saying
He
is-
was writing a TV show, and it got interrupted.
Your name is-
UFC.
your name is
UFC.
Reality hip hop.
Stand-up
Slaughterhouse.
comedy.
Look, we can do Slaughterhouse.
We just saying Joe Budden.
Love
still
and
ain't
hip hop.
But you can't name one song
Fear
from
Factor.
Slaughterhouse. Name one song.
Me, that doesn't. I don't justify it.
But I can name one.
Okay, so you
Can you name one? I'm just saying, like, this is how obscure it is for you to be
Fear
like Slaughterhouse.
Factor
And then he
and-
destroyed the group.
Fear Factor
He is the reason the group broke
No,
up.
he's
I ain't
not.
even.
Yes,
saying
he
that.
is.
I don't care.
They said it.
No,
I'm just saying.
Fear Factor.
Look,
No,
it's a little
we all
different.
disagree.
They
Fear
don't-
When
Factor.
Joe Budden went at
You're
Eminem,
gonna disagree.
all that
Don't
shit?
worry about it.
dog, that nigga Joe Budden said something about Eminem. Joe Budden argued Eminem's lyrics.
Fear
Remember
Factor.
that?
What else? Fear Factor and UFC.
Daily News.
I mean,
No,
UFC,
we don't do that.
See, but
Why
like I
not?
said,
That's
He
not
got-
what you know about.
He got comedy.
We tell about
but
the
that's
things
what
that
you know about.
I know about all
you watch
this.
UFC?
A little bit.
Nah, no, you don't. And fuck a little bit, but you don't watch UFC.
You know how
watch it
popular
a little bit.
UFC
Are we
is putting
saying
boxing in the
that? Are we
dirt.
saying that we only? Are you saying that people only watch UFC because of Joe Rogan?
No,
I'm saying people enjoy UFC with Joe Rogan.
You know it. That's-
Because he got fired.
Just in the audience.
He didn't get
So
fired.
Joe Rogan is the reason why UFC is so big.
You don't think it helped? My man's hired him. Dana White hired him. He hired him.
I'm just
That's like
it's
saying
not-
Marv Albert make NBA and not as whack because Marv Albert
No,
don't
that's
play.
not what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
No, it's multiple voices that make up the NBA because it's too
Rogan
many games. Don't say that, boy. You stupid as hell.
I'm
For you to
stupid.
bring
I
it
ain't never even
because it's
heard it
82
up.
games
I just
that are
heard
played
about Joe
all over the
Rogan
place
because I ain't-
on different
like,
broadcasts.
I didn't
With
see
different
Joe
people that
Rogan
work.
all
It's
the
different
voices.
people that work
What's
for
the other
those
voices? What's the
for
other
those
voices?
broadcasts.
What are the other
ABC,
Okay, with the voices. What are they?
ESPN,
What's
Doris
that?
Burke, We said Marv Albert. What's Mark Jackson? What's the white boy name? The one that be talking with.
And none of these people are making the NBA worse.
I'm just saying it's a multitude. It's a multitude of people in the NBA because it's broadcasted on different shit and it's different places, right? When UFC come out, it come out at night, and it's UFC shit only.
And
all you hear is Joe Rogan, colorful commentary.
All I was saying, they got their own audience and shit for that, and there's a lot of people.
I don't think that. I think the sport is the reason why that is so big.
Nigga, the TV show, the TV shows when he signed with Disney,
so he just got
landed him in UFC.
It's a lot of people know him from that. Is what I'm saying. So it's like, it ain't like he was a fucking UFC.
All right,
fighter.
moving along.
You know
what y'all want to talk about?
What you mean? Oh, you gotta turn back the page. Nigga trying to frown this nigga. Nigga was sweet.
Nigga wasn't sweet at nothing.
He's sweet at talking. That's all he's ever done.
Yeah,
this nigga had a
host commentator.
Joe Budden was good at talking.
This nigga had a three.
That ain't what he been doing.
And Joe Rogan had albums. He had comedy albums. I didn't even know about.
You don't know nothing about Joe Rogan for real. That's what I'm saying. How you gonna knock him?
Not comedy.
And not to mention,
but I've never heard nobody say he's trash.
Because nobody.
Have you ever heard somebody tell you Joe Budden was
talking
sweet?
about white comedy.
Have you ever heard Gary Owens or Gary Owen? Because we keep doing that. He said that in the comedy special. Niggas keep saying Gary Owens and it's just Owen.
Like I said, we don't watch white comedy like that. Nobody's saying that he's their top five. You never heard nobody say Joe Rogan is their top five.
If BET would have gave me Joe Rogan, then I would be up on Joe Rogan. Because that's the only reason I'm up on Gary Owen.
Listen, all I'm saying is he built the brand of his motherfucking shit. Joe Budden had a brand before he started his podcast, and that's why people fuck.
Oh, because they both had a name and
the Joe Budden podcast, nigga. The Joe Rogan podcast was shit at first.
But they know who
Joe Rogan wasn't. Even because he was somebody. The podcast wasn't shit.
Like he just said, you get it from your name.
Joe Budden podcast is
Joe Budden could have been
his name.
Joe Budden
because it's decent.
Joe
it's
Budden,
not a whack podcast.
Joe Budden could not just have a podcast if his name was just Eric Johnson.
I'm just saying. The only reason he got listen. If he was just based off his rap career, he wouldn't have one. If it was,
and if it was based on Joe Rogan, just stand-up comedy, nobody would.
That's not what he started off doing anyway. That was some side shit he did.
What was Joe Rogan first doing?
Nigga, the Fear Factor shit.
No.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
So he ended up on the Fear Factor shit.
He was a stand-up comedian. Joe Rogan started as a stand-up comedian.
Successful at that shit though. Is all
he
I'm
was
saying.
Because he went back to it.
He
went back to it and did specials.
And he might not have been too terrible at the stand-up shit. He just might not have been that big. I don't know. He
wasn't that big.
Shit. All I'm saying is, nigga, Joe Budden did not. Like if he wasn't Joe Budden, he wouldn't have been sweet at the podcast.
And if he wasn't Joe Rogan,
he's not that sweet now. He's not that sweet now at the podcast. Like I don't enjoy it because of Joe Budden. I enjoy it because
you might not, but Joe Budden's fucking show is top like 10. It's got to be top 10.
It only became that because of the fucking shit with what's the name, like. You know, the last one shit he was on. Like,
and that's what you can say about Joe Rogan. Nobody was checking out for Joe Rogan.
If show up to be that sweet, it got that sweet because of what he was doing.
Nobody can build their shit up just knowing where they're going to be at.
Did that, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
his shit wasn't sweet off rip because
of one failure because of sci-fi.
Joe Budden shit is what it was because of who he is. You feel me?
Y'all letting Joe Rogan slide because y'all don't know too much about him because he's white, so y'all can't argue.
I ain't never heard nobody say he was trash.
Because y'all haven't heard people.
I know white people.
And they love Joe Rogan?
They don't hate Joe Rogan. They ain't never said he was trash.
Oh, they hate Joe Budden?
No,
like at a period of time.
People hate Joe Budden.
At a period of time, right? Watch. Look. Fear Factor is on, right? From 2001 to 2006, right? He's on UFC, right?
He a completely different person than he was on the what's the name.
When you watching the show, have you ever heard anybody say anything bad about Joe Rogan? When you was watching the show, fuck what you knew, right? Have you heard somebody older, whatever? In my case, I grew up, my stepmother is white. I never heard her say, or my dad, because he's in tune with shit, I never heard them say, oh, he was terrible as a comedian.
But
this is
a
way better. Yes, the fuck he is. He is terrible as a rapper.
How's he terrible?
Because he only got a couple sweet songs for real.
But there's a lot of rappers who don't even have a couple of songs. There's a lot of rappers that don't have a hit. We don't know them because they not a hit.
Joe Budden ain't famous because of the podcast. Is all I'm saying.
Hey, nigga, you talking about it's rappers out here without a hit. Man, you just saying some old loose ass.
So where's Joe Budden's famous song?
That's the difference.
Stupid ass shit.
That's the difference. Is that not a difference between them?
I'm
That
saying
Joe
one-
Rogan is famous because of his podcast. I'm talking about famous.
everybody has
That's what made
Oh,
him
Joe
famous.
Budden is not famous to you.
Joe Rogan, I said.
I'm saying Joe Budden is not
He was
famous.
famous before the podcast.
And Joe Rogan wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
How was he not?
Because I didn't even know the fuck he was.
You didn't, because you are
Most
more into
people-
black culture.
Look, a lot of people didn't know who he was. Like I said, I had seen
How? We can name 5 different
I
things he
seen
did.
the podcast and didn't know who he was. I just didn't know
That's
that was
because you
Joe
didn't
Rogan.
fuck with him like that.
I just didn't know his name. That's all I'm saying. Joe Budden's name carried him because it's Joe Budden, and they like Joe Rogan.
And who
He's a
started a podcast in
guy.
2009?
He's the podcast.
Who started a podcast
Joe
in
Budden's the
2009?
rapper.
He started that shit in
hip-hop.
2009.
Now he's the podcast guy.
2009.
And you cannot deny it.
So it's kind of like, you know what? That's what I want
I
to
just
do.
can't tell how
You
y'all.
even know that though, because you don't know shit else Joe Rogan did either.
I just told you. I told you things he did.
Because you Googled it. We looked it up.
No, I didn't look that up. I said he
Fear
had
Factor,
TV show,
UFC.
News
You
Radio.
didn't
That's
watch
the show that
none
I know
of
he
that shit
did.
for real?
He had that with Darian
You didn't fuck
McCartney.
with none of that shit for real either.
I did watch News Radio. I know this nigga.
So was he
I don't
trash on
UFC. He just was a regular. He wasn't funny.
So you came.
Like he wasn't funny. Ha 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 ha. Funny. He had a role in there, and it didn't really It didn't resonate.
Well, you know, there's people on the show whose role on there be like, man, that nigga's
All
trash
I'm
or
saying-
he can't
all
act.
I'm saying
So you done
is-
had nothing bad to say about him, man. We don't have nothing bad to say
wasn't-
about him on Fear Factor.
wasn't funny.
We don't have nothing bad to say about him on
How
UFC.
hard did he? What,
Now we gonna go watch this.
what-
That's gonna be our next. That's gonna be our other homework. Watching a comedy special. Let's see.
News
Let's see
Radio.
if it's
Watch
even
News
funny.
Radio. Watch the comedy.
No, we
thing.
don't need to do that. You already
Fear
solidified
Factor.
something
Like,
straight.
how hard was it to be on Fear Factor and make a name off that? Like, we knew your like
You
Vanna
hosted
White.
the show for
We
5 years.
know Vanna White. She not sweet. We know Vanna White because she just hosted some
She
shit.
is
Alex
sweet.
Trebek. We know people who host TV shows.
They're
And
good
just
hosts. Why you not trying to give them the good host thing? Joe Budden wasn't a good rapper. That's why he's doing a podcast
I
now.
don't know what his part. Nah, that
Joe Rogan
I
is
would say
technically
that, but I
still
don't know
doing what
if
he's
it's
been
good.
doing,
I don't know what the fuck Joe
hosting
Budden be
some
doing.
form of
He might have
show.
got it out the mud with the podcast.
A comedian is a host.
I didn't even know.
Don't
Like,
comedians
he
host
went-
comedian shows?
he just
When they
became
introduce some
relevant
people,
to me.
they come out, they do jokes. Remember that fat dude, the Lavelle nigga? He hosted a comedy show.
I like his podcast.
And he was doing
We like
and he's a
open
comedian.
podcasts.
Like the nigga's been
I
doing
don't
this the whole
understand where
time.
he's saying one is an unfair advantage. He's saying Joe Rogan is not an unfair advantage.
I'm saying when
but
you-
Joe Budden is.
When you
And
lose
they
your
both did it,
relevancy,
both claim.
when you lose a relevancy as to what you refer, that's like we doing a podcast. We like, oh man, it's not hitting, and then we start doing mukbang.
And then we
And then we
you
use
mad
this
at
little
you?
name.
Are you mad at you successful? You think that's some mukbangers?
Son, why the fuck would I be mad if I'm successful? That doesn't make any sense. I'm just
Why
mad that it's niggas in this lane that we
that
have
will
to
try
compete
something
with
and then try something
that
else.
have failed. We haven't failed nowhere else because we never tried nothing.
You not a.
This our first time trying.
I'm not a worldwide rapper. You're not a worldwide DJ.
I haven't failed at DJing. I still make money off
You're
of
not
it.
successful. You're not even going that lane no more. You
If
see a better
successful,
lane to go
if
to.
successful, you are right. I am not as successful as I would like to be, but every time I step out and I do it, I get paid, nigga.
Okay, but you
That's successful.
But you want more than just be paid at something. You
So
wanna
no. I literally, when I started this, I just wanted to get paid. Cause I'm not about to be all over the track like DJ Khaled like that, unless it
What I'm
calls
saying
for
is
it.
this.
But I didn't
You
see that route.
you obviously
I just
see-
see me being a DJ,
obviously
DJing in front of concerts and crowds. So yes,
Do you not
once I
suddenly
make it
see
there,
a
I'm
better?
good.
You don't see a better lane right here for this podcasting?
What,
You-
podcasting? Yes, people already told me I should get on something and talk.
Okay, so they would rather
DJing
is
is the exact opposite. Now, if
Right.
I MC while I'm DJing,
Okay,
which
so,
people appreciate,
so you already see.
cool.
So why are you mad?
But
at
I
him
didn't
losing
fail
multiple
at being a
times?
DJ. I'm still DJing. I had a nigga hit me up about DJing last
He can still
week.
rap. He can still.
Nobody's hitting up Joe Budden to come do a show.
What? People have been no. See,
Look it up. Look that up. No, because now
Everybody-
you sound like me. Nigga, what the fuck? When the last time Joe Budden was on tour? Nigga, shut up.
Anything else? Or we done?
No, we had more, but shit, that nigga tripping. Like somebody looking for Joe Budden to come rap. Hey, Joe Budden, come spit them bars, baby. Come spit them slaughterhouse bars, baby. Pump it up. Just blaze.
People still want to hear.
Nobody wants to hear This Is My Motherfucking Life. There's a song for you. That's the one with CeeLo. Like, that's how much of a reach that was. They had to go get CeeLo because nobody wanted to listen to these niggas.
I like that song.
Still.
I like that song he got with Tank though. You're the down like you.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. You didn't know nothing. You just happy something else was able to be named, bitch.
All
Shut
I'm
up.
saying
That was
is,
like 4 years.
all
after
rappers
Pump It Up.
don't have
Yeah.
this great career of having this.
This nigga had hot songs like leap years. Fucking
Okay,
solar.
but some rappers don't
Not
make it
even.
like that.
Not even. Cut it out,
The
bro.
only thing, like I said, mostly the only thing I don't like about Joe Budden is when he was on Love and Hip Hop because he just showed how weak he was. I'm like,
There you go.
Because he was already
He
weak.
was a simp.
that's when I ain't like him. And I'm like, son, people fuck with you.
Yeah, I didn't like Joe Budden at first.
Nobody fucked with him.
Nobody
Till he was
did.
on academics. That's how he got popular. Like people probably listen to
How
his
he got
podcast
popular.
because
Oh, you talking about she don't put it down like you, him, Lil Wayne, and Tank. Reach.
So that shit.
Yeah, it is. You need help.
That's on.
He need help everywhere he go.
Joe Rogan.
He need help everywhere. Joe Rogan don't need help.
He was a host of
Fear
the
Factor
show.
hit him up.
Hey, I
Dana
thought
White
this was
offered him a job.
Yeah, just the whole shit.
Joe Budden needed help everywhere he
Yeah,
went.
he pretty much been doing that shit.
I mean, but look, man, you got one nigga performing, one nigga host.
Cause that's
Like,
where
come
niggas
on,
go
that ain't
from.
fair.
When you do,
You gotta
like,
perform in a host.
Look, when you do radio, you pretty much hosting shit, bro. You go to hosting shows after that shit. bro.
Man, you got a performer, you got a host.
And then he got his own.
Joe
show.
Budden been performing. He's a performer.
I'm
And
Joe
he
Rogan-
was trash at it. And nobody wants to see him
Like
perform
I said, it's
ever
another
again.
hip-hop
Y'all
shit.
both got songs that y'all like, and I got
Look,
one too.
niggas,
But nobody wants to hear him
niggas
perform.
respect
None of y'all know Joe Rogan jokes. We all got a Joe Budden song we like.
You want to hear? You want to hear him
Good
perform?
argument, dog. Like I said,
He gonna turn. He gonna turn his
For
head.
you, but it also
gonna
brought
turn
him
his head.
female fucking viewers to his new shit.
I mean, that's cool.
Every avenue
I'm
he's
not
hit,
knocking on him being
he's grabbed somebody and brought them to his shit.
Nah.
Just read it. Scroll up and read it.
What's this?
Just read it. Just keep
I'm
reading.
not mad at
Just
it.
scroll up. Just keep scrolling
All
up.
that shit is poking this guy. What is
I
this?
ain't like
Hits
him on
or
that shit,
songs?
But it's-
Podcast cool.
What is it?
These are songs he got.
I mean, see something. What you say?
These are Joe Budden songs. Pump It Up, Slaughterhouse, Halfway House. I like that. Number one, Joe Budden. I like that. She Put It Down. I think I heard that.
That's what we
Tay.
just said. What's
Yeah.
number one?
Let's go to it.
What's number one? Yeah, give me that. We'll give the people that. You talking about you like it?
I mean, I like anything that I see that's gonna help an argument. I've never heard about none of these songs that I've mentioned.
First time we playing audio. See how it sound. You gotta turn it up, man.
Pump It Up. Oh, come on, man. I'm gonna pump it
All
up.
right, well, give us some quotables.
Hold on. Guess what they got up next?
Pump it up. You not, I was about to say you should be done with that, right?
Hey, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button,
I'm done.
You should be done.
notification. But
Yes, please do. And shout out to Joe Budden podcast. Watch the podcast. He found his lane. I'm just like,
Like, I don't understand that. Like, I don't want to know
Just
why
keep-
you mad at
just
the
gotta
nigga.
keep- You just gotta keep looking in
If
the
you
dark
don't proceed, pick
until you
yourself
hit
up and
somebody
try
with the dark.
again.
Just keep throwing that dirt. in the
Aaliyah
dark.
told you that.
Aaliyah told me what?
If you don't first succeed,
She didn't say change lanes and try it again.
Yes, try
She
again.
said dust yourself off
And try again.
He did. Slaughterhouse, then he fucked that up.
And then he
Trash
tried again.
And then we love hip hop.
and then try it
He
again.
wasn't rapping on there.
He tried
Nobody
again.
wants to hear him rap.
I don't care about him.
The first thing he started off doing, nobody wants to hear. People may want Joe Rogan. He's done comedy specials.
God, ain't
He
nobody
was still
like
doing
checking
them.
up for Joe Rogan.
Man, that nigga was doing the podcast and was still doing comedy specials.
And nobody was hearing
all
him.
right, man.
You sound
Right.
crazy.
Like comedy special, you know you can do that in a little
About to
booth.
sign off, y'all.
We out. We ain't had much today.